know, that's what Cannon said the first thing. He said, where's the smoke at? It's not supposed to, but anyway. What are you gonna work on next? Are they done eating? Or? Okay, going to unload this feed. So I'm Dr. Jason Cleeres, and I'm Associate Professor and Extension Beef Cattle Specialist here in the Department of Animal Science with Texas A&M. What I do is I spend most of my time working with ranchers, helping them to improve the productivity and ultimately profitability and sustainability of their operations. Every day is a little different day in my job, and I really like that. Christy and I, we've been married for 23 years now, and we've got 2 boys. Kendall will be 17 in September, and so he's going on to be a junior in high school here in Madisonville. And then the younger one turned 12 a week ago, and so he's finishing up the 6th grade. He'll go into the 7th grade next year as well. They're kind of the center of our life, and they keep us busy. You know, essentially we're raising cattle and raising 2 boys. You know, when we think about agriculture in general, it can be a very dangerous, profession. There's things that you do that can put you in some unsafe situations. Kind of a routine during the winter time. You're feeding cattle, and this evening that we were feeding, it was about January 3rd. It was right after the first of the year. Went out to give them a couple bags of cubes, and it was dark. It was kind of wet and muddy there, and went to dump them in the trough, and always careful to try to dump them and move out of the way because they're big animals. And one of them just bumped into me from behind. My knees kind of hit the trough, and so then I fell face first. And unfortunately, there was another cow with her head right there, and so I just face planted into the middle of her skull, and I blanked out for a second. Fortunately, the trough kind of caught me a little bit, but then, as I stood up, I just felt the blood all over me, and then you kind of have the freak out moment. I wasn't sure if I could get away and walk, so fortunately my sons were right there, and I screamed and hollered at one of them, and they got the cows away and were able to help me out of there. They got me into the barn and got me in the light, and the good thing was that I didn't fall down and get stomped and hurt worse. My nose just took the brunt of it. If I would have fallen, then it would have been even more severe. It could have been a life and death situation. A broken nose is very painful. It is painful for a couple of weeks, and so you remember that every time. So I think I'm probably a little more overly cautious now. I've always been real careful out here and try to feed and get away from them quickly. But I'm probably even more cautious inside the lot, and I will take a sorting stick to just kind of nudge them away and, you know, try to keep them from bunching around you as much. It's a scary moment. You know, the things that flash through your mind is that, you know, I've got my 2 sons there and they depend on me. You know, those things go through your mind that it, you know, it could have been much worse.